Hey guys, it's me, Kawaii Crafty, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some really cute room decor ideas. So yeah, I hope you guys do like these. If you have any suggestions for any DIYs you want me to try out, make sure to comment them down below. And without further ado, let's start crafting. What you will need is some printer paper, a glue stick, a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, some paint chips. I have 3, but I ended up only using 2, a paper puncher, and some scissors. First, you're going to measure your paper, so I'm going to make mine 7 inches by 5 inches. So I'm going to mark it with a pencil, and I'm going to draw the lines off camera. Once you finish marking it out, you're going to grab your scissors and cut it out. So once you finish doing that, you're going to grab your paint chip and you're going to start paper punching the shapes out. I'm just using a heart and just group the same color hearts so you know which one's which, and you can create a very nice gradient. So I'm going to push those aside, and I'm going to grab my paper. Now I'm going to just position the hearts where I want them to be, and yeah. Once you get them how you like them to look, you're going to glue them down. I grabbed the wrong glue stick, oops, and I'm just going to glue these hearts down. I ended up moving the ones that I haven't glued down yet off the paper because they are creating a huge mess. Once you're finished gluing them down, they should look something like this. For the desk bin, you will need some styrofoam, a glue stick, some scissors, any box cutter, a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, a cotton bud, some cardstock, I'm using this pink one, and some hot glue. So I'm just going to take my ruler and pencil and I'm going to mark out how I want my desk bin to look like. I just want it very small, so it's going to be a house shape. As you can see, I'm going to cut it out with my box cutter and ruler. If you're wondering what's behind it, it's just a small placemat that I got a long time ago, and I just use it so that I don't cut the wood and I don't have any splinters from crafting on it. Now I'm going to take my eraser and erase any ugly pencil lines that might still be on the styrofoam. They were on the little house shapes. I'm also going to mark off 1/8 of an inch to cut off because the styrofoam doesn't fit on the base. And I'm going to just cut those off to the sides of the house shape. Now I'm going to use my hot glue and glue down all the pieces together. I'm going to use the cardstock to cover the bin, so I'm going to measure 9 inches and I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to also mark halfway, so that's 4.5 inches, I'm going to mark that with my pencil and cut it out as well. Now I'm going to grab the cotton bud and remove all the cotton from the ends because you don't need those. Now I'm going to just measure it out, cut off any excess that might be sticking out, and I'm going to position it and hot glue it on the bin. Since the paper was slightly too wide, I ended up trimming down the pieces till it fit. I'm not really sure how much though, so yeah. I'm just going to see how it fits, if it's still quite wide, so I ended up trimming it again. And now I'm going to put the first paper on the bottom. Now I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue the sides, making sure not to glue the center where the Q-tip is. Then I'm going to press the second piece of paper on top and let that dry. Now I'm going to just fold it. As you can see, the paper kind of flops, so I'm going to just trim it till it can do that, and we're done. For the last DIY, you will need some old soup cans that are washed out, some white acrylic paint, some twine, some hot glue, a mixing cup, some baking soda, some scissors, and a paintbrush. So I saw this in a Lone Fox video that was made about a few months ago where he mixed some baking soda and paint to create a sort of grainy texture. I really wanted to try it out myself, so I decided to make some. I also added a bit of water because I didn't want it to be too grainy, but I still wanted a bit of the rough texture. So I'm going to mix that up and I'm going to start painting the cans. I also painted the pom-poms because they weren't really the same color and it didn't look really good if I had some blue in this project. So I'm going to paint 2/3 of the can, and I ended up painting about 5 coats of this because the paint was very thin. Once you finish painting, you're going to grab your hot glue gun and some twine and start wrapping the bottom of the can. I like to work with only one layer first, then I'm just going to wrap the twine around till I can't see the paint anymore. Then I'm going to cut off the end and start trimming all the flyaways that happen to be there. Now I'm going to repeat it to the other one. And they look like this. They're super cute. I also burned myself, so be careful when you're handling with a hot glue gun. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, then do give me a thumbs down. I really want to know how you feel. And if you have any feedback, comments, or suggestions, make sure to do so in the comment section down below. And if you are new, consider subscribing to join the kawaii family. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to click push notifications so you are notified whenever I post. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and don't forget to be kind and be kawaii. Bye!